Hello guys, in this video we are going to go over the SAM file and the system file. And the SAM file, or Security Accounts Manager, is a database that stores the user's password, and it can be used to authenticate local and remote users. And this is started back when Windows 2000 SP4 was introduced. And whenever they start doing, the Active Directory authenticates with remote users and all that good stuff. And the Security Account Manager uses cryptographic measures to prevent unauthenticated users accessing the system. So we are going to take a look at that. And for, I think, the videos on this section, assuming that you have admin access already. We already went to the videos on how to get privilege escalation, so I am assuming that you are a admin on this system, because we already went we already did the privilege escalation and how you can escalate your privilege to an admin. So now I'm going to show you how to extract basically the same file, which stores, like I said before, the user's passwords. And then we are going to move it basically offline, so we can do some offline cracking of those passwords. Okay, so let's go ahead and open the command prompt as an admin. Okay, so what you want to do, the first steps is that let's go ahead and move to a directory where I want to store them. Okay, so I'm moving to this directory. You can save it whatever you want. But what you want to do is we are going to extract this via the reg key. There's also another way to do it, but this is the safest way that I found that you could do it, because the same file is stored in the Windows and the C drive, Windows system, and the config folder in here, and it won't let you just copy it and paste it. It won't let you do that. Okay, and we also are going to need the system file, and the system file basically is like a key. It has the key to decrypt those passwords that are stored in the same file. Okay, so we are going to copy both of them, and like I said before, you cannot just do a copy and paste because the system won't let you do that. All right. And that's where it is. Let me go ahead and copy this so I can put it in the notes. Okay, and that's where the same file is stored. But we are going to extract this from the reg key. So we are going to do a reg save hklm backwards same, and I'm going to save it as the same name, Sam, right? So what I'm saying is I want to save this reg key over here, this register key that is in this path, and I want to save it as Sam. Let's go ahead and do that. Complete it. If you do dir, you can see that Sam is in here. It was saved. Okay, it won't let me clear. Cool. Now the other one that I want to do is save the system. Okay, awesome. dir, and we can see that we have the system and we have the same file. So now what we want to do is we want to do some offline cracking and see what we can come up with. So the best way, or the easiest way that I found to get files out of any system is by downloading and running this HFS, which is basically a website that you're going to be hosting. It's a file server, basically. It's an HTTP file server that we're going to be hosting. And what I want to be hosting is the same file. You can just go ahead and drag it in here. You can see I drag and dropped the file system, and then I want to drag and drop the same system, and then the same file, and then the system file. There we go. So now we want to go to this web page, and since I am running on my computer over here, on this other computer that is connected to the same network that this computer is, I'm going to be able to do a a wget, right? So I'm going to be able, let me see something. I'm going to be able to download it. So just give me 1 second. So let me go ahead and, oh, you guys cannot see that. I'm sorry. I need to move this over here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to download that from this. So I'm going to put over here so you can see it. I'm going to do a wget, and I'm going to copy and paste this. Basically the location where the file is hosted, and you can see it that it was downloaded, and now I saved it to my system. Then the other one that I want to download is the same. There we go. Awesome. Then after that, we are going to use a tool that is called same dump 2, and what that is going to do is basically going to combine those two files, and we are going to be able to decrypt what is inside the same. The way that you do that is by running same dump 2, and you need to do this from a Linux box. I don't know if it is available for Windows or not. You can go ahead and do some research on that. I will leave you that as a task. So then you want to do system and then same. So you want to specify the two files that we downloaded. First the system and the second the same, and we are going to use this this software that is called same dump 2. Then after that, it's going to give you this. You can see that we were able to extract two accounts, one being the guest, but it is disabled, and another one over here, which is also disabled. So we don't really care about those two. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and copy this. We are going to clear this, and we are going to run hashcat. Hashcat is available for Windows if you have a Windows system, so you can go ahead and download hashcat if you have a Windows system. But if you have Linux, you can just do you know, a sudo apt get install hashcat, and you're going to be able to install that. So we are going to be using hashcat. Before we do that, I want to save what I copied in a file called hashes.txt. There we go. So we are going to save that in here. We are going to save this, and if you see cat hashes.txt, you are going to see that this is what I put in there. All right. So then after that, we want to run hashcat, and what I want to specify, the M is basically what I want to decrypt, and what I want to decrypt is going to be the level is 1000. And if you want to see all the hashcats, also you can just do it hashcat help, so you can see all the commands that you can use with hashcat. One being you can also see all the available encryptions that you can use, the hash modes. You can see that there is a bunch of them that you can choose from, and the M is the hash type that we want to use. So since we're doing M, and then we are going to specify the hash type, and the hash type that we are specifying is 1000. And if we find 1000 in here, we are going to be lucky. Let's see if we can find 1000. Um, 1000. $100. Wow, I thought I just saw it and I just missed it. Okay, I can also run the command. Let's see if we can just find it without running a command. Okay, I guess we won't be able to find it. Let's go ahead and we're also going to specify a word list. But if we go to a website, hashcat types. If you can also just go ahead and Google hashcat hash types, and if you go to this website, example hashes, if you do 1000, you can see it right here. It is NTLM, which is what this hash is that it is in the cat hashes. This is NTLM. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go ahead and clear this out. So hashcat, and for the hashcat we are going to specify the M, which is a hash type, and it is 1000. Right after we do that, we want to do A3, then we want to specify the file that we want to use, and then we want to specify the dictionary that we're going to be using. So we are going to be using rack.u.text for that. And what that is going to do, it is going to try to crack this file called hashes that contains the NTLM hash, right? That we were able to retrieve from our basically from the Windows server, and we are going to be using the dictionary called rack.u.text. Okay, and that takes a while depending of where the password is stored in here. So you can see that it's running an attack right now, and that could take some time. It depends if the password's in here or not, and if the password's in here, it's not here, then you can use another dictionary instead of rack.u.text.